Epigenetics. It's a fairly new concept, yet quite empowering. Having a gene for a chronic disease makes us more susceptible to that chronic disease. But is there a way to control this? Is there a possibility to switch this gene on and off? Yes, there is a possibility, and we call that as epigenetics. Let's dive deeper to understand the role of epigenetics in chronic disease prevention and nutrients supporting it. Epigenetics means above genetics. Although we may carry a gene for a chronic disease, such as diabetes, hypertension, autoimmunity, obesity, and so on, it don't have to get necessarily expressed. It's depending on the availability of the nutrition, and many epigenetic factors is what makes this gene more expressive. So long story short, genes are more like your loaded gun, and your epigenetics will be the actual trigger, which in turn is operated by your environmental factors. One such nutrient that can control your epigenetics is sulforaphane, that is predominantly found in the Moringa leaves, which can activate a potent anti-inflammatory pathway called NRF2. We also learned that the colorful pigments also has plenty of antioxidants in them, and they play a pivotal role in bringing the inflammation down. Definitely yes, but according to Amanda Archibald in her book called Genomic Kitchen, she refers to the vitamins and antioxidants in pigment form can act as teacups of water when the whole house is on fire. Opposed to this NRF2 can act as an efficient fire hose to bring this inflammation down. But remember, the NRF2 can also work efficiently only with the help of vitamins and minerals and pigments. They have to work in unison to perform an effective anti-inflammatory job. No wonder our traditional Indian recipe for Moringa also calls for the ingredients that support the entire pathway. As you can see here, the sulforaphanes from the Moringa can be well supported by the B vitamins from the peanuts and the inulin, the prebiotic from the onions. After chopping the Moringa leaves, just seasoning with some mustard and turmeric also helps to support this NRF2 pathway. Sauteing some onions and then adding the greens and finally finishing it with a touch of peanut powder will make it a yummy, low glycemic and anti-inflammatory NRF2 mediating recipe. Sulforaphanes are also found in its inactive form in cruciferous vegetables such as cauliflower, broccoli, kale, and even turnips, mustard greens, and much more. Here is a quick NRF2 recipe which requires black-eyed bean and some cruciferous veggies. Thinly slice the cabbage or the endives. Just add some red cabbage microgreens with turnips and carrots. You can also soak your black beans and pressure cook them and season them like you normally will do with any kind of lentils. Adding your mustard seeds as part of your cruciferous meal will also ensure that the sulforaphane are getting converted to their active forms. You may simply use lemon, ginger, honey, and olive oil dressing for your salad. Then serve it on the side of a salad to make it a yummy, low glycemic NRF2 activating recipe. Including these ingredients as part of your meal will ensure that you're taking NRF2 mediators on a day-to-day basis. Here are the key takeaways. One of the ways we can prevent the expression of a chronic disease is to address your inflammation. This can effectively be done by activating the NRF2 pathway, which is an epigenetic approach. Sulforaphanes are effective NRF2 nutrients which are seen in Moringa and other cruciferous vegetables. Including them as part of your meal will ensure that you're treating your inflammation on a day-to-day basis. You're also working hard in preventing your chronic diseases. Remember, consistency is the key. I would also like to emphasize that activating this NRF2 pathway will also be helpful for a lot of detoxification reactions, which will eventually help with effective weight loss. Stay tuned to learn more. Let food be your medicine and medicine be your food.